Oh, hello, Mr. Blake. Wanna get a beverage? Yeah. Any drink, coffee and stuff? Yeah. Thanks. So thanks. I'll see you there. Yeah. Well, about the wooden chimney is a contemporary atmosphere makes for great social platform, varieties of food and drinks, beverages for everyone. Doesn't matter what time of the day it is. They are capable of dishing out breakfast and coffees to early morning commuters, lunches to business and student groups, and evening meals to dinner guests, as well as group event or functions. No,
Yeah.
it's not filming. So I mean, it's recording.
Oh, this is recording the
Yeah.
noise. Awesome.
Welcome to welcome to Beverage moment.
Beverages with
we
Mann.
had yeah, we are in the chimney, within chimney, which is like one of the great review they have, and we had like a special guest, Mr. Blake. Mr. Blake. Yes, thank you. Let's continue.
Yeah.
Welcome, Mr. Blake
Thanks,
Mr.
man.
Blake Freeman.
Yeah.
Thank you for it's been an honor.
Thanks for inviting me, man.
Yeah, it's an honor. It's all
Yeah.
good. Yeah. So I got questions,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
about craft. So what do you think like about your own craft of material?
About how I'm writing jokes and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not like, I'm trying to make every joke different from the last one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, in the sense of where the punchline is, what the punchline is, and basically what it is. Like, I just want everything to be a little bit different. So it's like I don't really have a specific style kind of thing.
Oh,
like,
okay.
so yeah, that's hopefully it's coming across, but I'm still not
Yeah.
the best stand-up yet. So
Still,
hopefully it gets better.
we are in a learning process.
Yeah, exactly. All we're doing now at open mics is trying to prove that we can be funny
Yeah.
by trying to construct a joke good and stuff. And yeah,
That's really good. Yeah. Because every stage character every comic have different stage character,
Yeah, like
stage
persona. Yeah.
stage acting and stuff.
yeah.
But yes,
Then there are some people who there is no persona. It's just all them kind of, which they're some of the best comics. And yeah,
that's really good. Because wondering, because I wanna ask you this question, like
Yeah,
what
yeah.
kind of beverage you like the most?
I'm drinking
So-
a coffee right now
Oh.
that my man bought me.
That's good.
It's
I
a
have-
good coffee.
It's really
It is,
good
it's
coffee.
really
yeah.
nice.
I have like a regular coffee, so
Yeah,
it's
you got it.
cappuccino, but yours a latte, but it's not bad.
Yeah. No,
So-
it's really nice.
So yeah, it's
It's a nice place, the wooden chimney.
Yeah, it's made in wood.
Yeah.
Just joking, man. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How do you start as a comic? Like first time, like how to start? Like when you're young
Do you mean
or something?
started performing, or when I realized that I wanted to do?
when you realize the first time.
It took me a while to realize that I wanted to do stand-up because I didn't know what I wanted to do for a really long time.
Yeah.
And then I started writing, and I wanted to be a writer. I wanted to write a movie, and I still do. But then my friend Brendan Delico, who's also a comic, he was talking about. He's like, yeah, I think I might get into stand-up. And I remember that day I wrote a joke that I wrote it, and I was like, well, I'll never do stand-up, so I'll try and give the joke to him. But then we were talking more and more about it, and doing stand-up seemed like the only thing that I could really do.
It's kind of like the only there's a
it
pathway.
really, there's nothing else that I'm good at.
It's kind of like
funny,
a talent hidden, like it's already found.
It's like it's the only thing that I can really do, and so hopefully I can get better at it. But yeah. So I was writing for about 6 months before I did my first set at Station 59, and
That's the first
yeah.
place?
I actually did my
Performed-
I did a or not I my, but my my first year into stand-up was actually on Wednesday, the Wednesday that just happened, at Station 59 again.
Oh.
And I only realized that after the gig. I was like,
Oh
wow,
my God.
I've been doing this for a year now, like, and at the same place. Like,
That's like in Chapel Street place.
yeah, Tushri. It's yeah, no. I
So
love
you,
Station.
so you did this this year. You started this year.
No, I started last year.
Last year. Oh
But,
yeah.
yeah,
fair
yeah.
enough. Yeah,
that was my first year.
Yeah, it's because Session 59, they need people, you know, like
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, it's
they
an
got a
awesome
good
room.
place, you know,
Yeah,
an awesome
exactly.
room.
Yeah,
'Cause the more it's getting stage time, the more like the person comic gonna get better at it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
It's
kind
Dave
of-
Chappelle had a good quote where he said he was talking about comics moving to LA and comics in New York. He's like, who's gonna get better? The guy in LA doing 2 sets a week, or the guy in New York doing 3 sets a night? So like, it's the more stage time you get, the better you're gonna get because you're on stage. Like that's why I try to do a joke and I try and work it out on stage. I have it outlined, but I try and put it together on stage because then I know exactly like how it will work. But then it's always there is crowd.
It's all it depends on like the audience what the presence, the audience present. So whatever their mood is, so it's gonna depends like the comic is gonna perform like what's gonna happen from there.
Yeah.
Oh yes, it's interesting. Yeah. So what do you got like a favorite bit like when you did first time?
Favorite bit.
You can share with us. You know.
I don't know. The bit I like doing now is a bit about how I don't because I don't drink or do drugs or anything.
Okay.
So
drugs for hugs or what? No.
Yeah. So what I like the whole point of it is like I'm saying I don't drink or I don't smoke anything. So I'm the guy at the party.
Like a healthy.
Yeah. I'm the guy at the party who's sitting around eating cheese singles. And then I just yell. For some reason I feel like it's funny to just be like, is this tasty? Is this tasty? It's like, I don't know. It's a ridiculous joke. Yeah. But for some reason it's one that I really like doing right now. Like
you can take a picture with it, you know, cheese.
Yeah.
No, you can edit it.
But
I want to party.
That's the joke that right now I'm really enjoying doing because it gets a good reaction pretty much every time, and it's something. It's kind of like a little bit ridiculous to be yelling. Is this tasty on stage? Like, and I like ridiculous kind of stand up, like just because I feel like people shouldn't take themselves seriously. Yeah. So a lot of the time when I see a comedian on stage being like, this is what I think about this, like, and it's funny, but it's part of me is just like you're taking yourself too seriously.
Personality.
If we're trying to do something where we look at the world absurdly and through the eyes of absurdity.
Amused,
So it's like. Yeah. So I'm just trying to
that's your own craft because
but I'm not putting that kind of style down.
Yeah, exactly.
Some of my favorite, like Bill Burr, is an angry dude, and he's hilarious. He's awesome. Like he's amazing.
It's like a learning process, you know. It's like everybody have to use this, test it out, and see how it goes, you know.
Yeah.
So. Because many comics, they start like doing different way to do it, and they check out
change up of style kind of thing because you want to explore what you can do
and plus expand the fan base.
Exactly.
That's important because it depends like what fan like the audience is gonna like. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
So what are you good at of that person?
I think I'm starting to pick up on being able to read a crowd, being like, okay, they didn't really like that punchline so much. So maybe they'll like this because it's different. Like, you know, I'm not the best at it yet because I haven't been doing it for that long.
Yeah.
But it's all about it's going to take time to learn that stuff. But,
exactly, but it's all an experience because like I've heard from one of the comic and just told me because I'm a new comic and I started this year, but one of them told me that Adam Hills, I think he been doing like normal gigs, like open mic, like for 10 years.
Yeah.
Never been like in any competition or whatever. So he started learning from like his technique, and then he did one day a show, and then like kind of for one hour, and then everybody liked it because he's persona because he tested out too many times, like for whole 10 years.
He kind of
decade, you know. So
see, the craziest story for me with involving stand up is Tracy Morgan's story because the only reason he started doing stand-up was because he was broke, and he's like, well, I'm kind of funny, so I'll give this a shot. And he got in, and he did it, and then 4 months later, he was on TV, like 4 months.
Oh.
So that to me is insane, because it normally it takes years before anything like that happens, and somehow he did it in 4 months.
Because there's a concept, you know, like the joke, like
of each comic, they have to find the real them, you know,
Yeah,
the real
exactly.
them. So it's like whatever, like the struggle, or but at least the real them, because that's how you're gonna get.
Yeah, that's
to
what a lot of crowds are
Interested more. Interested more.
getting into now with this kind of with the stand-up that's happening now is personal. Pat and Oswald, Louis, guys that are like, this is me. I'm coming to terms with knowing me. Like this is my life. Like, and that comedy is awesome.
Yeah.
It's some of the, like
It's just different, you know. That's
Yeah.
the thing, you know. But like, we're just kind of like this learning process all the way, you know. So, but yeah, I was thinking, so that was really great. But like, you know, okay, what is that? Like, there's the next question is kind of the opening bit, because there's a lot of people like they just gonna take, because normally when I start learning like as new comic first, I start learning like there's a opening bit, you know, like kind of whatever you have like on 5 minutes, because you have to 5 minutes of stage time. So you have like each 20 seconds at least you have to have at least a joke. So the most important is like the opening bit. If you have like less than 20 seconds,
it's to try and get them on your side quickly.
Exactly.
Because,
And then you need a closing bit, which is like, so what do you, because do you want to...
My opening bit?
Yeah, so what do you think like your opening bit? So examples.
I don't really have an opening bit kind of thing, because I like to improvise. I love improvising. I love just riffing kind of stuff. So I normally go up and I try and improvise or talk about the setup of the room. Yeah. So it's like, I don't know, because for some reason I'm still uncomfortable with just going up and being like, here are jokes kind of thing.
Exactly.
I'm not
because like I'll tell him, you saw me sometimes of the opening bit. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Understand for the compliment. You know, like my opening bit has been, because I'm writing 3 years and I haven't performed until like this year, but last year I did one time at the Felix Bar. Yeah. But this year, like I started just tested out all my materials, but I started learning like I need to have like an opening bit and a closing bit. So my opening bit, I'll tell you my example. My opening, it's like, thank you very much, and don't worry, I haven't had the V either. So kind of that's like the only gonna get attention. That I haven't known them yet because I'm African, you know. So just kind of
that's a good bit.
So kind of that example, and at the end it's like I get kind of one example. One of my viewers, if they think it's a good idea, hear it. Like at the end, I'm gonna say take care all, like an ad commercial, like shampoo commercial. It says take care, Kanye. So kind of like the closing bit, you know. So that's kind of my, and then I'm gonna put like in some middle, like some jokes, like kind of a punchline. But that's my idea. So yours is different. So our people is different. So
So I just realized we're two completely different stand-up characters.
So like, see, like we had the differences, you know.
Yeah, exactly, and it's good to have different, because comedy is it's opinion. It's how you view it, kind of thing. Like,
I'm doing it because observational, like sometimes observational, but yours like there's 4 type of community, you know, observational and like physical, and there's like 2, but like I couldn't remember because I mean, but like mine is kind of like mixed with physical and observational. But yours is different, so everybody's different. Every comic is different. But hey, it's just a matter of learning experience. So,
There's Alan Driscoll.
Mr. Alan Driscoll,
he's doing something that I think takes a lot of balls to do right now, which he's going on stage and he's dissecting comedy whilst doing comedy. It's so
I haven't
unique.
seen him, but I've seen him. Yeah, it's unique.
It's so different, and like I couldn't do it because I would be too scared that I'm not going to get lost. But he's going up and he's telling everyone what comedy is and what is happening, and he's getting lost. And it's I've never seen anything like it. Yeah, it's so different and it's just unique.
I should check him out. Yeah, I haven't seen him.
Yeah, that was awesome. But
it's kind of.
I can't get over the fact that he's doing that because like I saw him do it last night at Situation.
Is it because he's been doing a lot? Like he's been doing it for a while.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So he's been tested a lot. But he's good. He's good because he's one of the organizers of Situation Comedy at the Bali Con Hotel. Yeah. So it's really great. Yeah, if you do viewers, you can go for opening mic at Room House Australia.
Yeah, comedy room.
Yeah, comedy room house group in Facebook. Thank you. And what do you think? The next question is I want to ask like a profanity thought, you know.
Like
what do you
swearing
think?
and
Yes.
stuff.
Like,
I'm-
what do you think? You know?
I don't. When someone swears, I don't get upset or I don't. There are
Yeah.
no words that offend me.
Because if they're kids, whatever,
Yeah.
or
Oh,
something.
like I was telling you. I was telling you before
something,
we were
show.
recording about how I did a variety collective show,
Yeah.
and there was like a 4-year-old in the crowd.
Yeah.
And normally I swear a lot because that was just how I was brought up. I was
yeah.
brought up around swearing, so it's just
Yeah.
it's a normal part for me.
Yeah, it's fair enough. Yeah.
And there was this little girl in the crowd, and every time I was about to swear, I would pause
Oh.
because I didn't want to. I didn't want to swear
Read
in
that
front of her
left.
for some reason, and
It just keep,
and there was I don't know, it was just weird.
Yeah.
But if it's just a normal show, I
Yeah.
swear all the time, and
yeah, like
if
normally like if I'm in a place, because that's why I got bombed one of them like last year when I started doing it, because I've been writing 3 years, and then last year I did for first time Felix Bar, and I think I got bombed because most of my joke like they had like some shit word I want to say in here, but so they have bad words, so I want to put something. So
Yeah.
when I saw there's a kid, because we had a showcase our school from GMC Academy, second year, we had for musician act, so I was the
Yeah.
only comedian there. And then I want to say something, I couldn't because the joke need with that, so we
Yeah.
put together. And,
That's actually-
So I want to say, I said something like Allah, something, you know. So kind of weird, it became more weird that night.
that's the whole reason Seinfeld doesn't swear.
Yeah.
Is because do you know he talked about it on the Talking Funny show. He said he doesn't
no.
swear because
Talking Funny, yeah.
he did a joke
Yeah.
that he realized was only worked when he swore, and he's like, I don't want to I don't want to
Exactly.
like, crutch it kind of thing. But then there are some jokes where if there
You
wasn't
need to put
swearing
it. Jerry
in
Seinfeld,
yeah.
he says,
Yeah.
he said like there's one joke he tried to finish, he couldn't, so he had to put F word with it, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
So he said it one time, but yeah, it's,
Yeah.
but especially like if because that's why my comedy writing, I mean like my comedy writing is kind of because I'm trying to make it clean,
Yeah.
so as possible. I don't want to have to say like a lot of bad words. Okay, that's mine because yours is
Yeah,
different and
yeah.
others different. So other people really have
Yeah.
powerful profanity. So I respect that because it's their
Yeah.
style. But like mine is kind of like so simple because I'm trying to get, because one day you never know. I was thinking one day maybe like they're gonna ask you to come to the show, in a TV show, do you bit 5 minutes? One day, hopefully, in the Conan or you hopefully you're gonna be in the Conan show, whatever, in America,
That'd be
whatever.
awesome.
Yeah, it's just gonna be an honor. Yeah, so it's kind of like they're gonna ask you like do 5 minute bit, and then it's gonna be hard, you know. So it's like you
Yeah.
have to put some clean, you know, not like some profanity. Good thing.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
their description, unless like if they can give you something, you know, it's specific. Especially like the comics, the comic book box, you know, the comic box TV show in channel 31.
No, I haven't seen that.
They have like a, it's just normal in Australia, in Melbourne.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So they have a show, but they have like a 5 minute bit, anyone
yeah.
comic, but like just on the popular one. No one
Yeah.
can do a new one. So like me for hard, you know. So other people like who's done
Yeah.
MICF, which is Melbourne International Comic Festival, they can go there, do it. Because mine is like so I saw them, they did great. And have you seen the show Live on Bowen?
No, I haven't.
It's really
I've
great.
heard a lot
It's really
about
great.
it.
It's around the Armatian City.
Yeah.
They need audience, but they have like a 5 minute comic set. So
Yeah.
imagine like if they ask to do that. You know?
Yeah.
So it's gonna be an honor, you know, one
Yeah,
day. So
exactly.
hopefully
That'll
we'll
be
get to.
awesome. But,
Michael Connon did that. So
Yeah.
He was my teacher. Yeah, when I did
Yeah.
short course comedy,
yeah.
stand-up comedy, school Australia. But yeah, it's really good. Yeah. So I was thinking, yeah, that was right, man. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Also to get like how to get a signature joke. Sometimes like when the punchline set up,
I joke that you're like.
yeah, like,
It's like.
what is theory?
Yeah.
So
like,
you can ask for the viewers, you know, because your idea, you know. So kind of set up story, set up punchline. you
Yeah.
know, something. So what do you think?
Like,
so,
do I have a signature joke kind of thing?
kind of, yeah. So how are you gonna get the
I don't
signature
think
joke?
So because
So-
I go through material a lot.
Yeah.
Because I'm always writing new material. I don't think I've ever done the same set twice. I know I did. One time I did the same set of material twice, and I don't know why, but I think I have a like an overactive brain kind of thing.
Oh, it's
so I
different.
I can't really switch off. So the only way that I can the only thing that helps is when I'm writing
Yeah,
jokes
exactly.
because it's like it's got my
That's
brain
what,
something to focus on.
Then.
So yeah, I'm constantly writing new jokes, and it's new things I'm excited about. So it's like, why I could do that old joke, but I want to do this new one. So
Yeah, you know, like Jerry Seinfeld, like he did his own. Have you seen his short documentary? I think this documentary he did. He's talking about like his theory of formula.
Yeah.
Providing because every comic they have their own formula.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
to write the joke on
Yeah.
on a paper material, because yours is different. So he had like it's called tart pop something. I think his joke is called tart or something.
Yeah.
Tart pop, which is weird, you know. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
tart pop. I think tart pop. Pop tart.
Pop tart.
Pop tart.
Yeah, Pop
Pop tart. Yeah, sorry, I was confused.
Good moment.
Yeah, so it's pop tart. So
Yeah.
I mean, like he was really great. So he started talking, and he had like a yellow pepper. So he started writing only yellow pepper.
Yeah.
So that's his weird thing. But like mine is kind of normal pepper. So he started writing, and he spent every night 1 hour at least to write his joke only.
Yeah, I think I do.
So that's he's trying to develop like a new material, and sometimes he picks some new topic, which is really interesting.
Yeah,
So,
I think I do half an hour a day.
yeah. So
I
it depends.
spend
Yeah.
writing and.
Some other people they're
But-
busy and stuff.
But
Yeah.
but see, I generally have like an anxiety attack if I don't write a new bit
Hope you get
every
better,
day.
so.
Like if I haven't wrote a new joke, at least
Oh.
one joke at least every day,
Every day,
I
yeah.
start to freak out.
Just
big time.
find the topic, yeah. And then,
It doesn't matter what, it can be complete shit,
Yeah.
which it happens most times.
okay, it's all
But,
happens, yeah.
But like I need to put something on a piece of paper,
Yeah.
so I don't feel like I've wasted that day, and
Yeah.
I haven't done anything kind
Yeah.
of thing. And I generally it gets to the point where I'm about to have an anxiety attack, and then I'll try to write a joke about how I'm having an anxiety attack. Like,
Oh yeah, that's
what
a
it, like,
good,
gets to,
good,
so, like,
good topic, yeah.
but
Also,
yeah,
almost crushed myself with a chair. So you thought?
But yeah. So
It's like a dear daddy. I'm almost gonna get hit by myself in the wall.
I'm freaking the fuck out. Like,
No, not bad. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Because mine is different, you know. So
yeah.
I start when Jerry Seinfeld, he has to have his own pop tart formula.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
start create my own formula. You know, it's called Pop Rocks. Which is weird. I know it's weird, but like that's why I call it Pop Rocks. It's like you know the Pop Rocks you rock it, you eat the
Yeah.
It's like a sound of African in the tribe. What are you talking about? I don't know. Don't worry.
Everyone in Africa loves pop rocks.
Yeah. So, but doesn't mean like a pop and music
yeah.
with the rocks. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we get this kind of. Thank you for. Yeah, I got the last segment, which is before we're gonna go.
Yeah.
So it's kind of ask you like a glossary, you know. So
Yeah. You wanted to ask me some of the terms and stuff?
yeah, so terms. So I got this game, you know, called terms,
Yeah.
you know, glossary of stand-up. So what is this punchline? So what do you think?
Punchline?
Yeah.
Punchline
What do you think?
is
So, your own theory. Philosopher.
the laughter
Theory.
line. If that, like, if I can say
Professor.
that without wanting to slap myself. But it's the line that it's the line where it is the laugh. But then sometimes
Yeah.
you do a joke where you don't realize that a line is a punchline. Well, that
Surprise.
happens to me sometimes. Yeah, I'll say a line and I'll be like, oh, okay, I didn't know that was funny, but all right, I'm gonna keep with that. Like, so yeah, no, the punchline is basically the line.
Yeah, it's kind of like
Yeah.
a surprise.
Yeah,
Punchline is
yeah,
like a
it is.
surprise, something. Like when you talk like a story and then set up, and then you want a punchline, which is kind of a surprise to the audience.
Yeah.
They
It's
never
a-
expect it. It's kind of, it's like,
A joke is it's a surprise recognition of pattern,
wow.
which
that's
it's
yeah.
it's strange. If you're in a crowd and you're watching someone do stand up, you're figuring what they're saying out, kind of. Like if they say a punchline, you'll do the maths in your head.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, that's why, and then it's funny.
So,
But then there are some like someone will say something and it'll just sound funny. Like Sean Bedlam, who I don't really know that well.
Oh,
but
he was
has
one
a-
of the great comics.
Yeah, he has a joke where he goes, porn.
Oh,
and just that
yeah.
sounds hilarious. Like
No.
porn, it sounds funny.
So he
Yeah,
will be
yeah.
working a lot with his materials.
he's-
see,
yeah, he's
his
a bit
personality. See,
Mm.
because he's a kind of his different style, but
Yeah.
it's really because.
But yeah,
Because for me, like, okay, for me, punchline is kind of, this is where in the material, the audio expectation is shattered after the setup and misdirection. It
Yeah.
usually result in laughter, surprise. So that's
Exactly. Yeah.
so,
yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. Like you need one more. You want one
If
more?
you-
Like one
if
more?
you want, man. Yeah.
Okay, let's
Beverages with Mo, man.
Okay, let's put on one more then.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. What do you think? Okay, stage time.
Stage time.
Yeah.
It's the time that it's the we're at the point where we're doing 5 to 7. Sometimes we'll be given 10 minutes. That's our stage time. It's your time that you have.
Limited.
It's it's the time you have on stage to be funny.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. And
It's
yeah.
kind of it's time of comedian spent on stage in front of the audience as referred mic time.
yeah, exactly.
So yeah. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I think that's much better. Yes.
yeah.
Appreciate it. Thank you,
Yeah,
Mr.
man,
Blake.
thanks for
It's an
letting me-
honor.
Yeah, it was. It was yeah,
We're
we're shaking hands on a podcast.
We're shaking hands in podcast. If you didn't imagine. Yeah. Well, thank you, Mr. Blake, and all I want to say is good luck for everything for
Yeah,
your career,
you too, man.
Hopefully-
We were talking before the show that we're gonna have an episode where I interview Mo Man.
Oh yeah,
And-
soon we're gonna be Mr. Blake. He gonna interview one time. Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be soon. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
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 So thank you. Appreciate it, guys. Music. Whatever.
Yeah.